Hey everybody, how is it going? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to go over the market's reaction to that Federal Reserve speech that we had today, and then I want to show you some of the best looking trades that I see setting up right now. Now, before I get started, as always, everybody, please remember I am not a financial advisor. All of this is just my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Please make all of your own trading decisions. All right, well, I'm going to start off with the market averages because the big news on the day is Chairman Powell is speaking. He's going to be talking about the tapering plan, what he expects as far as inflation and just his basic outlook on the economy. And if I zoom in a little bit closer, we can see that the market looks like it's in a little bit of a holding pattern, just in a kind of a tight range today. And that's probably because everybody was waiting to see what he was going to say. And actually, let's go to the minute chart and see when he, I believe he started talking right around 2:30 or so, but you can see we had this big gyration right before he started talking, like what usually happens in the market before the Fed speaks. But, judging by how the market action is reacting right now, I would kind of expect it to drift higher, maybe even make a higher high than it made on this peak right here. We'll have to wait and see how that happens. But I wouldn't expect it to roll over and make a lower low, especially since it seems like everything that he was talking about, I kind of listened to it for a little bit. There was nothing really earth-shattering. He said he expects inflation to start falling in the second to third quarter of next year. He plans to start the tapering, of course. And of course, he says he will not hesitate to raise rate if inflation continues to rise. But I think he also made mention that he expects full employment by next year. I don't know if I heard that right, but I think that's what he said. And everything seemed like it was okay. So I would expect the market to probably rally on that news. But let's go back to the daily chart. Just looking at the Qs, I would expect the Qs to continue higher. I wouldn't expect it to roll over. This could be a, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing, but I doubt it. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We can see the Dow Jones has kind of just been holding in a little holding pattern as well. Take a minute look, or look at the minute chart on the Dow Jones Industrial. You can see it's kind of fading into the day, but after the move started up right before the Fed came out and started talking. It's just headed higher. Let's go take a look at the S&P 500. Take a look at the spider, of course, and the spider is doing basically the same thing as the Qs. So, man, I think the market looks strong. Let's take a look at the IWM before we jump out of here, and you can see the IWM is exploding. This is what I've been waiting for months and months. So, this definitely means there is going to be risk on in the market. I would expect stocks to continue higher. So, definitely some nice market action today for sure. Let's get into some other nice looking charts. All right, well, the first one I want to talk about is Smile Direct Club, ticker symbol SDC. I'm actually considering buying some call options on this one. Haven't done them just yet, but the way this pattern is shaping up, I am really liking how it's playing out. I was just kind of waiting for, the market to shake out after Powell started or finished talking. But it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot going on after that speech. So I'm probably going to end up buying some call options in this one, but let me zoom in a little closer. I'll show you what I like about it. As you can see, these moving averages are kind of stuck together right now, and every time they're kind of stuck together, you usually get a strong move up through them if it does end up breaking through. Smile Direct Club kind of had a little bit of a strong move today, breaking above this resistance level. I'll show that a little bit clearer when I go intraday. But, it came up to that 50-period simple moving average and is pulling back. So that's why I'm interested in getting it right now. It looks like it's broken above that resistance area and it's pulling back. But let's actually go to the 15-minute chart, take a closer look at why I like this pattern so much. If you zoom out a little bit here, we can see this clear, defined resistance area that it broke through today and is actually pulling back to that resistance area right now. It looks like it might kind of be taking off without me, but it probably won't go too far, hopefully, and I'll get a chance to jump in there with some call options if I do decide to do that. But Smile Direct Club, nice strong move up through it on pretty decent volume, and now it's pulling back lightly right into that support area. So what I am hoping this is the breakout of that rounded bottom and the start of a new uptrend, and hopefully it is a strong move up, and those options pay off nicely. But let's get into the next one. And the next one that I want to talk about is EMKR Corporation, ticker symbol EMKR, and this one might actually be taking off without me a little bit here. It's definitely having a strong move over the last few minutes or so. It wasn't that high when I checked it before I started this video. But, you know, if we zoom in a little bit closer, we can see EMKR is making a very nice rounded bottom formation. Already had that false breakdown, and then they move back up into this consolidation range. And now it looks like it is finally breaking through it. And if we zoom in a little bit closer, we can see that EMKR has been fighting with that moving average cluster over the last couple of days. And now we're getting that violent breakout right through them. So that's what I hope to get with Smile Direct Club. But if we go to the 15-minute chart, we can take a closer look at what's going on underneath the surface here. And actually, we're having a pretty nice little breakout of this bullish pennant formation at the moment. So we might not get a pullback into that support area. But if I back the chart out a little bit here, you can see this well-defined support area. When it comes back to it, it's going to be support. It was resistance. Let's actually go to the hourly chart so we can see it just a little bit better here. But going to this hourly chart, you can definitely see this resistance area right around 770 to about 775 that it ended up breaking through. Let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. But man, if we can get a pullback into this area, I think that's going to be a great risk-reward trade. If it does end up breaking back down into that consolidation, you're not going to have to risk a whole lot in order to know that you are wrong. So, and I think this one, I would probably just end up buying some stock in this one if we do get that pullback. I'm not even sure if this company has options right offhand, but I think this one I would definitely prefer to play some stock instead of trying to play options on it. But man, very nice pattern. Definitely a beautiful breakout of this rounded bottom formation. You got a lot of volume coming in on the right side of that rounded bottom. That's exactly what you want to see. So you can potentially get a sustained rally up through it. And hopefully this is the start of the uptrend right here. And if it pulls back, I'm going to try to catch this one. But definitely a nice looking chart in EMKR. All right, and the next one that I want to talk about is MNMD Incorporated, ticker symbol MNMD. And this one was actually brought to my attention by Studio from the Patreon. So I appreciate you giving me the heads up on that one, Studio. And by the way, if any of you guys want to join the Patreon group, I do have a link down there in the description. That is only $10 a month. And also, if you don't mind liking the smash button, it really helps out the channel with the YouTube algorithm, and I would really appreciate it. But getting back to this chart, you can definitely see that MNMD is making a very nice rounded bottom, and we're getting that, you know, strong breakthrough that moving average cluster right now. Now, we do have this 200 period simple moving average just above it, right a little over $3 a share. So that, of course, is going to be an obstacle. But man, definitely a nice rounded bottom formation, a nice breakout on a better than average volume. So the probability of this one continuing to move higher is a little bit higher than normal because you do have that volume accompanying that breakout. And if we go to that 15-minute chart, as I usually do, man, this thing is breaking out as I am recording. Everything is breaking out as I am recording. Definitely a very nice bullish triangle formation. So I don't know if we're going to get much of a pullback in this one because definitely a strong pattern so far, and there's volume accompanying that breakout as well. So definitely a lot of buying interest coming in to MNMD. But let's back it out just a little bit more and take a closer look at this support area that it broke through. Or actually, it's support now, but it was resistance when it broke through, and that was right around $2.55 or so. And now we're getting a nice strong move up towards this other breakout point. So definitely MNMD is looking good as well. If the market continues to be strong, I don't see why MNMD couldn't continue to rally, because definitely making a very nice rounded bottom formation accompanied by some really nice big green volume bars. So MNMD is looking great as well. Okay, everyone, that is all I have for this video, so I'm going to end it right there. But if you have any questions or comments on any of these stocks, or if you have any other ones you want me to take a look at, please leave it down there in the comments section. I will get to them as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and until next time, take care, everybody.